here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Today is, why do I think today is Wednesday? Today is not Wednesday. Today is only Tuesday. I guess I'm a step ahead. So I can't say happy hump day, but today's Tuesday, so I'm going to say happy Tuesday. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Let's just jump right quickly into things. But actually, before we do that, do me a solid, hit that thumbs up button, not button, but hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure to leave a comment. Anyway, so let's jump into a recap of the overall market. Right now, what's showing on your screen is the S&P 500 daily chart dating back to 2017. The market, once again, essentially flat to up on the day, up about 0.2% to close at 308.96. So we are hanging out right there beneath all-time highs and all-time highs. As a reminder, clocks in at 309.65. So we're not far off from all-time highs at all, which leads me to believe that perhaps we can, within the shorter term, achieve all-time highs again. Anyway, so despite this stall here, I guess, for the last few days, reminder, the market is up something like 8% or a little over 8% since bottoming out in October. So huge move in a month. So even if, for example, we pull back for the remainder of the week, which there's a possibility, or even if we decide to pull back next week, I think that that's fine if you are long biased, because we have managed to break out of this 2-year range the market has been in, with the upper end of that range clocking in at around 293 to 295. Not to sound repetitive, but this is exactly what it is. Anyway, you can see it here, this black line. We managed to break out of this resistance area, and we've tried it in the past, right? So let's go back really briefly to July of 2019. You can see we actually broke out of that range, didn't sustain that break. You can see that we pulled back around August. Then we tried it once again successfully. We broke out of that 293 to 295 range towards the ending of October, early September, and again couldn't sustain that break. You can see the pullback, hence this red arrow. And once again, right, for the third time, maybe the third time is the charm, in mid-October we broke out of that range, and then we have since trended up again, up about 8% since bottoming out in October, to close at 308.96, very close to all-time highs of 309.63. So for me, as long as we can stay above this black line here, right, that range that we initially attempted to get out of in the middle of this year, June of 2019, as long as we can stay above this black line here, I think everything should be okay. All right, what do we have next? All right, the IWM up about 0.02%. Daily chart dating back to 2017. Again, about 2 years worth of data. I still have that question mark here, 160 next stop. And since placing this question here, we have since not only gotten to 160, but actually surpassed it. Can't quite hold that level though. You can see here we closed out today at 158.81. We made attempts once again to get to that 160 level. I think we went as high as 159.88. So we keep inching up, keep getting close, but for some reason, even if we break that level, which we have in the past, right? If we can go back to May of 2019, we broke it 2 days in a row, going as high. The first day we went as high as 161.11, couldn't hold that, and then we also went as high as 160.64, couldn't hold that. Fast forward to November, we once again breached that 160 level. On November 5th, we went as high as 160.46, and on November 7th, we went as high as 160.17. So we've managed to actually get above 160, but just can't hold it. And today, we got a little shy of actually hitting 160, going as high as 159.88. So for the past few days, we've been hanging out around that 160 area, and for me, the longer we hang out there, the likelihood of us actually breaking it increases, and the more attempts we make to break it, we're gonna have to conclude at some point we're gonna sustain that breakout, but until then, for me, caution is the word, caution is the key, and not to say caution again, but I'm gonna be cautious until we can actually sustain a 160 break. All right, so for me, that's kind of where my attention is zeroed in on, that 160 level. What else? All right, and then we have Disney daily chart up about 1.35% on the day. Huge volume to close out at 138.58. Disney Plus was released today, and it seems as though the website had a lot of traffic. It was down momentarily. Luckily, that was fixed. Anyway, Disney Plus released today. Stock is up about 1.35% on the day to close at 138.58. I've been bullish on Disney since this, well, for a long time, but I think publicly or vocally I've been bullish on Disney since April of this year, and I still remain bullish on this stock. Definitely you can expect it to at minimum retest this most recent all-time highs of 147.15. I do suspect that we will break that. I was aiming for 150 by the ending of 2019. Not quite sure if that's a possibility, but unless we have something crazy happen in the market where stocks are falling, expect to see Disney trading up above 150 and closer to 200 in 2020 to 2021. So you're looking at a lot of upside with the stock sitting here at 138.58. I'm not saying to buy just based off of what I'm saying right now, but take a closer look at Disney. I definitely think that this is a stock not only to trade, but one to hold on to. I have it as a long-term hold, but I've also discussed it to my premium members as a trade. I like Disney. I don't think obviously it can get better than this, but I think sitting here at 138.58, you can actually get in at a really sweet spot to eventually see the stock hit 150 and potentially 200 and beyond. My take on Disney. What else? All right, so really quickly, let's wrap it up and round it out with ticker AMRN daily chart. Stock is up about 23% on the day. Huge congrats to the bulls. Closed at 2094. I just checked after hours. We're actually up about an additional 1.62% in after hours to close. Rather, I see a quote of $21.28. So that's somewhere up here, slightly below this red line, which represents resistance. So again, closed at the high of the day, closed at 2094. The high clocked it at 2096. We're actually above today's high in after hours. If this price actually continue into tomorrow, more than likely this stock is going to touch 24, potentially 25 before it actually pulls back. So in the shorter term, I see ticker AMRN producing another 2 to 3 points more of upside. And, you know, outside of the shorter term, the longer term chart actually, well, not longer term, but more specifically going back to around October of 2018, this yearly chart here actually looks relatively bullish in my opinion. And if we can actually break above resistance of around $24 to $25, I think that is a good sign for anyone that is long or for anyone that wants to go long. All right, so that's my take on ticker AMRN, and we are going to cap it there. Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, I'd like for you to do 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comment section. Did you like my analysis? What did you think about ticker DIS Disney? Are you in it? Are you signed up for Disney Plus? Let me know. How about ticker AMRN? What are your thoughts on the market, the SPY and the IWM? Again, comment in the comment section. That's the first thing. Secondly, ensure that you are subscribed at our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina. And the last thing I want you to do for me. Last thing, I've been trading for a long time, well over 15 years, closer to 20. So if you think you can learn anything from me, definitely head on over to our website, ShortMeTina.com. Sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support.